Today we're going to be talking about 3 things that I like about Playlist Push as a playlist curator. My name is Kev Rowe. I've got over 150 songs on Spotify. I've done over 2,000 shows nationwide, and I am a playlist curator here on Playlist Push, and also, full disclosure, on Submit Hub, Groover, and Sound Campaign. So yes, I've spent a lot of time playing and writing music and touring, but also I listen to music a lot, pretty much all day long, on these playlist curator platforms where independent musicians submit their music to be on my playlists on Spotify, where I have over 20,000 active followers who listen to my music and your music every single day. So today we're talking about Playlist Push. Now, there was a side of me that wanted to make this a comparison video where I'm comparing all the playlist platforms, the ones I just mentioned. Playlist Push, Submit Hub, Sound Campaign, and Groover. But that's a really long video and like super detailed. So, and maybe in the future I'll make some of those videos, like a Submit Hub versus Playlist Push type of thing to talk about the features. And we'll hint on that a little bit here. Mostly, I want to talk about Playlist Push as a curator. And the first thing that I like about Playlist Push over some of those other platforms is the music is higher quality on average. Like, when I go into my, this is my playlist Coffee Songs, where I put a lot of my songs from Playlist Push on that. When I go into my submissions on Playlist Push, immediately I feel a sense of relief that I know I'm about to have some good music coming my way. And let's be honest, we're all in this to hear good music. I mean, I love music. It's been my obsession since I was a little boy. Like, it's why I do this job, and it's why I've involved my whole life around music as a musician, as a music marketer, as a playlist curator, as a guitar player, as a singer-songwriter. I just love the world of music, so I want to hear high-quality music. So when I go into Playlist Push, I know I'm going to get high quality music. Now, does it cost more as a musician to submit to the curators? Yes, it does. Do I listen to as many songs as some of those other platforms, like Submit Hub, where I get a lot more submissions? No, I don't. I don't listen to as many songs. So I listen to fewer songs, but I know they're going to be high quality. So those are the trade-offs here, and you're already probably understanding this environment. If to listen to a lot of songs, I'm on Submit Hub, but the range is much wider in terms of everything. Audio quality, genres, length of songs, like on Submit Hub, it's like the Wild West. There's so many different genres and so many different artists and production qualities, and like it's a big variety. On Playlist Push, see, I'm already comparing. On Playlist Push, the music is of higher quality because it costs more to submit to the curators. And anyone who spent $10,000 to produce their, I don't know, 3 singles or something, is going to look at Playlist Push as a viable option to spend their money on marketing and on trying to get those songs on Spotify and out into the world. So on Submit Hub, you can spend $2 and submit this song that you created on your laptop for free. So the barriers to entry on Playlist Push are much higher because you have to pay more to submit. But on my side, I'm glad because I get to hear higher quality music. All the people who made their music for free on their laptop don't see the value in spending more money to get to more qualified, more relevant, more experienced ears, and playlists with a lot more followers. That's probably another video, but yeah, I can only right now my only playlist available on Playlist Push is Coffee Songs because it has almost 10,000 followers. My other playlists might have 1,000, 1,500 followers, and they're just not reaching the thresholds to be available yet on Playlist Push, but they will soon. So yes, higher quality music is the first thing that I like about Playlist Push. The second thing about Playlist Push that I really appreciate them doing is there are no time restrictions on how long I have to listen to a song before I make determinations on which playlist it would go in, which would be Coffee Songs, and most importantly, whether or not I'm going to put that song on my playlist. Also, there are no I'm not sure if there are word restrictions on the review or not. I think there might be, but that's not one of my favorite things, obviously. The obvious thing is how long I have to listen to a song before I can go listen to another one. And on Submit Hub and these other platforms, you have to listen for a certain amount of time. Like it's 60 seconds if you charge 1 credit on Submit Hub. Anything above that, 2 credits, 3 credits, or 4 credits on Submit Hub, and I have to listen for 90 seconds. I know whether or not your song is going on my playlist within 20 to 30 seconds. Sometimes 5 seconds. Other times, maybe 40, 45 seconds in an extreme case, but never do I have to wait 90 seconds before I've made the determination on whether or not an artist's song is going on my playlist. And the reason that this exists on those other platforms like Submit Hub, I feel is just to reassure the overly sensitive artists who want to make sure that I listen for 90 seconds. To me, it's a bad metric, it's a bad guideline, and a bad rule. It's like it plays to the lower standards of what a musician should be. Like making me listen to a song 45 seconds longer than I want to only annoys me and wastes my time and your time because like it's not going to make me like the song any better. And on Playlist Push, I can listen for 30 seconds and make the determination. Now, do I listen for longer than that? Absolutely. If I love a song, I'll listen to it for 2 minutes. It's good music, so I'm cool sticking around for it, but I don't have to. So I go into the platform, immediately I'm listening to higher quality music. I don't have rules on me as the curator on how long I have to be listening to a specific song, which means I can go through songs quicker, which saves my time and brings me to reason number 3 is that they pay more to the curators for my time. Now, the thing I want to distinguish here is, and if you're a hardcore playlist curator like me out there, then you know this. On all these platforms, there's an advantage, there's a strategy to actually making money, to building income. And the strategy on Submit Hub is volume, listening to quantity, listening to a lot of songs because a lot of people use the platform. And so you're going through 50, 60 songs or sometimes 100 songs. But because of those time restrictions, you're having to spend more time doing it. On Playlist Push, they pay you more per song, don't have the time restrictions, and it's higher quality music, but you listen to less. You get less submissions because it costs more to get into the platform. So those are the kind of trade-offs we're talking about here. And again, if you're a curator, you know what I'm talking about. But I do think it's valuable for you as a musician to know this back-end stuff because then you can consider those things when you're submitting to these playlist platforms. For example, if you've spent, I don't know, $5,000-$10,000 producing an incredible track in a Nashville studio, and you've like worked on this song, did pre-production, hired every great drummer you know, and every great musician you know, and it's been like a year project, submitting to Playlist Push is a good investment because you know a great like curator is going to hear it, and it's going to go on a great playlist when it gets approved. If you spent less, which a lot of people do, and pretty much everyone does, Submit Hub is a lot cheaper of a option just to get feedback on your song. Are the playlists better? That's debatable. Depends on your genre. Are you going to get more streams? That's debatable. None of this stuff you can predict, really. But yeah, if the song means a lot to you and if it has proven success, then I would spend the money on Playlist Push. But those are all probably different videos. The three things that I want to reinforce once again, the reasons that I like Playlist Push as a playlist curator are higher quality music. I don't have to listen to each song as long, and yeah, that may sound selfish, but I mean, it's just a reality. And the third is they pay me more for my time and my experience, and that I appreciate because I've spent a lot of time listening to music. But I love all these platforms. And that's kind of like, this is the wild west of being a playlist curator, and they all have advantages. So I like playing them all and listening to music on all of them. So if you've been thinking about submitting on Playlist Push, great. I'd love to hear your music. If you're on Submit Hub or Sound Campaign or Groover or any other playlist platform that I haven't thought of, then just keep submitting your music because it really, in my mind, it's the best way to get immediate feedback from experienced people on your work, which can help you grow. It reminds me of a Damien Keys video that I just watched the other day where he was talking about the absence of the A&R in music. In my mind, this is pretty much all A&R. Like when you're submitting to curators on these platforms, you're getting feedback on your material in real time. The feedback comes in the form of validation and rejection, but either way, it's feedback from qualified ears in the music business with people who have influence. So based on that feedback, you can continue to grow as an artist. And isn't that what this is all about? So yeah, I like Playlist Push. It's a great option. Hope to see you there. Bye.